PaJeS is the Partnerships for Jewish Schools, developing a collaborative network in order to be able to try and deliver an outstanding educational provision for our children. As a community, we are rightly proud of the outstanding provision that our schools deliver.
PaJeS provides an array of services. On the advocacy front, we know that there's a responsible professional body representing our interests at the highest level of government.
PaJeS are very effective at communicating with government and with Ofsted in support of the schools such as ours and all schools. The demands are enormous, and they can do it far better, I'm sure, than we can.
I've been in Jewish education for over 20 years, and in that time there's not been a single organisation that has thought about the strategic planning of our Jewish schools. What PaJeS have done in the last few years has been incredible. The ability to work collaboratively with other schools, as well as looking at the strategic leadership of our schools as a community, is something that we absolutely need, and something that moving forward will enable us to be able to meet all the needs of all of our Jewish children in our community.
The biggest achievement, I think, most recently of PaJeS is the result they achieved through a coordinated plan to result in a gift aid reclaim for all the Jewish schools. It means that there's an extra 25%. So as you can imagine, across all the Jewish schools, that amounts to a huge amount of money.
We work in a number of areas. We have a governors training programme, we have a new leadership training programme which is going to help to develop senior leaders within our community.
PaJeS offers leadership training, the kind of seminars that heads are involved in annually with PaJeS, gives us training to lead our schools better.
They keep an eye out on government legislation, how's it going to impact us, and really they're kind of there as a bit of a safety net.
Another strand is teaching and learning. We can help to support the delivery of education.
So PaJeS provide us with the kind of basis for all of our curriculum documentation within Jewish studies. Alongside that is the training that PaJeS offers for the teachers. So PaJeS does an excellent job of pulling the teachers together.
Being the only Jewish school in Scotland, there isn't a network of support on our doorstep. PaJeS breaks down that barrier of distance. Their online support is really, really useful. The fact that they are on the end of a telephone or the end of an email is really essential for our teachers to make sure they are delivering the best possible Jewish education that they can.
Personally, I'm very grateful to PaJeS, particularly for the teaching awards that is able to shine a light on the work that we do.
I was given a lump of money for the school and I was given the choice of how to spend it. I wanted to expand the 3-teacher model starting in reception with our first children where it was really going to make a difference. We already have 3 teachers employed, but we only had 2 classrooms. So I worked with my head teacher and we have just had our 3rd classroom built for reception.
Most recently, we have launched a mental health and wellbeing project. Mental health and wellbeing is at the forefront of concerns across the community.
2 years ago, at the first Head Teachers Conference, we raised the issue of mental health and wellbeing as one of the 5 key priorities for school leaders in the Jewish community. In that time, we have come together to work with Place to Be, a renowned charity that has a lot of experience working in schools, to find a way that we can gain and use their expertise in all our schools, despite the fact that many schools on their own are financially challenged where that is concerned.
The one school counsellor that we have is part-time and also teachers, and it's impossible for her to do that job on her own. So the teachers do need to have some sort of guidance and ability to help the students and help the counsellor.
Meeting the mental health and wellbeing needs of our children will enable them to be happy children who can perform as best as possible.
PaJeS has become very quickly an integral part of the Jewish community.
Ever present, even if it's sometimes quietly in the background, every school needs PaJeS.
PaJeS has had a huge impact both on my ability as a professional and on the children within my school.
Whenever we need advice or help or guidance, they're there.
We rely heavily on the support and challenge that they provide across our curriculum.
Us as governors have to have responsibility, but we know that we've got PaJeS there as a support.
Teachers are able to teach hugely important bits of the curriculum to their children, so yes, PaJeS is indispensable.
PaJeS, can't really remember life in school without them.
I'm really proud to see how the organisation has grown into one that is relevant and delivering an outstanding service to our schools. Through the work that we do, we have ensured a better delivery of education for the children within our schools.